Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Edgewater, Saskatchewan. And today is the landscaping episode. So all we're going to do is landscaping and possibly plowing. So as you can see, we have a JCB with a tree begon on it. And what the tree begon does is instantly gets rid of a tree once you go up to it. But you have to turn it on first. And it's a very highly recommended mod. So you should definitely go check it out if you haven't already. And so we are in field 6 here. So we're going to get rid of this entire waterway here, all the way up here, and then all the way down this line. And then we're going to get rid of this piece right here, and this piece right here. And then in this field, we're going to get rid of this waterway here. We already have a tractor sitting there with the plow. And then over here in these fields, we're going to get rid of this waterway here, this entire waterway here, all the way down to this, and then this little guy here. And then we're also going to get rid of this waterway. And then we might also get rid of this waterway here as well. And we're going to make this all one giant field, if we have time today for all of that. And so let's hop into it. First, we got to go to construction, landscaping, sculpting, and leveling. And we're going to start over here. We're going to make it really small. And then we're going to make it really big, make it square. And we're just going to hold down the button and level it all out. All right, and then we get to our boundary here. And we make it a little bit smaller. And we make it nice and level here, as close as the boundary we can. That'll be good enough. And then we come back over here to this waterway. And since this is all flat here, we just do this. And then we're back at our boundary line again. So we'll just make this as flat as we can. We should probably get rid of that tree as well. But it will be fine. And then over here, it looks like we have these. Those are going to be a problem. And I'm not sure how to handle that. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a tree there. Something like this. Something just like that, just so we know it's there. And we will plow around it. Alright, so then we need to go back into landscaping and we need to soften everything out. So this will soften out the ground that we just leveled out. So it's not, what's the word here? So it's not so uneven. We're going to go all the way around it. And it's best to go a little bit slow so the ground can contour to what you're trying to do. Alright, then we're back at our boundary, so we're going to make it a little smaller. And we're going to soften out the little pieces right here. Just to make it a little more even. And then we make it big and keep going around the edge. And then we're back at our boundary line, so we make it real small and go back and forth here a couple times. There we go. And then, since we have the soften tool out, we need to go over here and soften this out just a little bit. Just so it's not uneven. We first go around the edges, so it's nice and smooth. And then we go straight down the middle. And there we go, that's that part done. Oh, we also need to do this part over here. So let's go back to our leveling tool. Let's find the right level here. Looks to be about right there. So we're going to make it square. And we're just going to take this out. And now since we own the roads here, we can get up to as close as possible. Looks good. Then we get our softening tool, make it square, make it as big as possible. And we slowly go around the edges. All right, that's that part done. Now we need to go back over here and do this section, or this strip at least. And there we go, that should be it for that. And then we need to go over here and do the same thing, just soften it out. And I think for this section we're going to have to go a lot slower, because it is a little uneven. There's a big hill right here. All right, and then we move over just a little bit. We go nice and slow. And if it's really bad, you can see the ground moving as you're going really slow. And we move over just a little bit more. We do the same thing over and over. And hopefully it gets level enough that we can plant over top of it. We should be almost done here. And then we can move on. I think we're almost done. Oh, we've got a lot more. Okay, let's speed this up. Let's go a little bit faster. Alright, that's good enough. Alright, so we've made a giant mess. Over here, at least. We now need to go over here to this field. And we're going to get rid of this waterway here. So once again, we need our leveler. We need to find the most level point. Which, for this area, is somewhere around here. Make it square. And make it big. It's probably too big. And we'll just make it all level. And you got to make sure you go slow enough that it'll all be one even ground. And then once we get close to our boundary, we just keep going smaller and smaller. There we go. And then we take our softening tool and just soften it out. Go nice and slow here. All right. And then we got to get in our tractor and start to plow everything over. And there we go. And so now we can go back and get the spots that we missed. Like, for instance, this little piece right here that we missed. And then we've got to do this giant section here that we leveled out. And there we go. That's that part done. There's a little piece over here that I did off screen. And then I also want to do this little grass sections along the road here. So we need to line ourselves up. And there we go. We just got this little tiny piece here that I missed. And then we can go tackle our big field. There we go. That should do it. So we need to fold it up. And then we're going to do this edge right here first. And what exactly do we own on this field? So it is a straight line. That is good to know. And there we go. That's how you do that. I might get rid of that tree, because it's probably going to cause us problems later. But then you just follow the outside here. And go all the way around. And then while we're here and thinking about it, we're going to go around this little island here that we made. Let's keep it nice and straight. Kind of follow the contours of the ground. Making a nice, perfect oval. And there we go. That's pretty good. This one section over here could be a little better. There we go. That's not bad. It's kind of an oval, but it's good enough. And we will continue on our path all the way around. Now, I must say, if you are running precision farming and you do this, what I'm doing now is landscaping all of this land, you will have to repurchase the soil samples to get the new land that you've created. Just like you would normally before I did that. Or before I landscaped all of this. So for example, if we go into our precision menu, everything that we have done and plowed over is not there. So all these parts here aren't there. So you have to go in, purchase the soil samples again, and now you can see that everything that I've done, except for a couple pieces here and there, but I'm sure that's on a different field. So everything is now ours again. And it's all reading accurate. And so when we get done with this field, we're going to have to do that as well. But if you're not running precision farming, then you wouldn't have to worry about it because you can just fertilize it all normally. And if you also run the tree begone and you lease it, always make sure that you've plowed the area under before you get rid of the tree begone. Because sometimes that tree begone will leave little branches around, laying around, but it'll be hidden in like the grass or something, so you won't be able to see it. And so then you'll have to lease another tree begone to get that piece. And you've wasted like $4,000. And so just keep that in mind. And we're going to cut this little section off from the big main section here. We'll come back and do that later. There we go. That is one pass around. Now we just got to do this little piece in the middle. And in some of the places we can do it in one pass. Others will have to come back for it. Or if you get it just right, you can do the whole pass in one go. Except for pieces like this, we'll have to come back for. But that will do it for today, guys. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.